Hi guys and welcome back. Today I found something really amazingly in the Bitcoin chart. And I was actually seeing this a while back ago, but it was still too speculative to talk about this, but I'm pretty sure now this actually might be playing out here and we could see a really massive price explosion in the not so far future. And I will also talk about Wonderland because I saw a lot of you guys were interested what is happening right now with Wonderland. I will also talk about this. So if you think that is something interesting, then please leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and activate the notification bell so that you will not miss out on these really important Bitcoin updates. So now let's get here into the content. Here on the 4-hourly chart, we can see that the inverse head and shoulders that we had here was not playing out. We got a breakout here to the upside, but got immediately rejected back here to the downside. So this pattern is invalidated, so as it did not play out. And now it looks like that Bitcoin is still consolidating here a little bit sideways on the 4-hourly chart until we can break out of the range of 36,100 and 37,700. And now what I found on another chart, I definitely want to talk about this in a second. And that is here the weekly chart. Here on the weekly chart, it looks like that we potentially form here a massive W pattern right now. Why do I think that this is a likely scenario to play out here? If you remember, I had told you, if this weekly candle here that we're having right now is closing as it looks like right now, then we have a doji candle. So in a doji candle means that there's buy pressure from the downside, there's sell pressure from the upside, and the candle body is sticking in the middle. It is an indecision candle. So what does that mean? When we have an indecision candle coming out of a downtrend, it normally means that we will get a reversal back to the upside. So that's why I said a couple of days back ago that when we are closing this candle like it is right now, then most likely the next one will be a push to the upside. And if we get this push to the upside, we form a candlestick pattern called the morning star, and this will indicate further reversal to the upside. And that would then give a lot merit to this W pattern that could play out here on this higher time frame. So obviously the neckline is quite high for this W pattern. So it's between 60 and 70K, depending on how you would draw the neckline. But it will give us a price target, if this W pattern is playing out, of $103,000 actually. And if I had to guess when this could be happening, so it could happen quite quick actually on a weekly chart. So it could be that even next month we complete this W pattern. Sorry, I need here this line. It could look something like this, so that we get like 2-3 crazy candles here to the upside on the weekly chart. So something like this here. Then we would have completed it. But obviously we should not forget that would be also crazy recovery within 2-3 weeks. The likelihood that this is going to happen, I say it's not that high. It is more likely that this will take a little bit of time. That we might see this around, let's say, March, end of March. I think end of March is a more likely timeline for this. Then in March, we could get a test of the neckline, and then potentially in early April a breakout with a really quick move to test the 100K level, in my opinion. Now when we go back here to the daily time frame for the immediate short term, we are still here in this falling wedge here. The price action is still within. But here we really need soon a decisive move either to the downside or to the upside. The price action cannot stay forever in this falling wedge here. Also when we are looking here on the EMA ribbons, we are still clearly in a downtrend. We still get held down by the EMA ribbon. Also when we look on other indicators, So if we are looking here on the VPVR, also here, we see that this volume bar here at 37,700 is holding us down right now. So there is the immediate resistance sitting for the price action. So and we have to break through this level, which goes up all the way to 39,000. And then we will run shortly afterwards here into the bigger clusters that we have here and here. So there's a lot of resistance right now above Bitcoin. So we need a lot of volume to actually break through this, or is really, really slowly grind sideways upwards, where we crush bit by bit into these resistance levels and move here higher. So obviously the next couple of days will show us actually in which direction we are going. We might see this already happening. So today is Friday. In my opinion, we will get here clear direction by maximum Monday, Tuesday. And then we know actually in which direction we are heading. Then when we have a look into Ethereum, Ethereum looks like that we are forming here also a falling wedge here right now after the failed, not failed breakout, but the bear flag breakout here. We're still above this upper resistance line. So for the time being, that's obviously good. So, but if the price action here is not breaking out of this falling wedge here in the next coming hours, here on the 1 hourly chart, then we also might see a correction back down into the bear flag, and then actually the bear flag playing out to the downside. So we are here at a critical point right now for Ethereum for the next, let's say, 2-3 hours to see if we can get a break. But we are running also in this vertical resistance level here of $2,400, and we have the the downward sloping resistance line of this bigger downwards trending channel that we are also running into. So even if we break above 2,400, I think we will get stopped at 2,550. So it's not worth to take a trade, in my opinion, because we are talking not about a lot of percentages that we can gain here. Oh, sorry. So if we get a breakout here, we're talking about, okay, we're talking about 5%. So with a 10x leverage, it would be still 50%. So it might be worth taking the trade. So, but yeah, I still will be on the sidelines and wait what's going to happen here, because these are levels where I'm not, where I just don't want to trade in. So then I know a lot of you guys are waiting for this. So what's happening right now to Wonderland? So Wonderland, when I showed you guys Wonderland, I was convinced myself that this is an amazing project. Otherwise, I would have never recommended it, and also invested myself a lot of money into it. So for me, it's not that much, but obviously for some people, it's a lot, you know. So and that's why I also told you guys from the beginning, don't invest more than you can afford to lose into a high-risk project like Wonderland. I had said that multiple times. So if you still followed my recommendation, that's absolutely on you. I want to make this 100% clear here. I warned you multiple times that this is a high-risk investment. So, but regardless, I also invested myself in this. So I'm in the same boat. So what happened with Wonderland is that, first of all, Wonderland is connected to a platform that is called Abracadabra. On Abracadabra, you can actually leverage your Wonderland position. Doesn't matter if it's time, memo, or rep memo, you can leverage it. So there were some bad actors. They were hunting liquidations to the up and to the downside. So, and that actually was leading to the big cascade to the downside that we have seen shortly after I made the video. When I made the video, it was like $8,000 or something for one time. And then it fell to like $4,000 in a matter of like 2 days, I think. So, and that was caused by these liquidation hunters that were liquidating everybody on Wonderland. So afterwards, Wonderland was promising some things to happen that did not happen, and people kept losing confidence while also the market was going down. So what do we know what's happening if the market is going down? All the other projects are suffering too. Not only Bitcoin, when Bitcoin is going down, the altcoins are hit always much harder than Bitcoin. So and that was always also the case for Wonderland, especially because it was fairly new. So in fairly new projects get most of the time hammered a lot. So and that was what we were experiencing with Wonderland. Plus that the liquidations were continuing. So new money came in, leveraging on Abracadabra, and got liquidated because of these liquidation hunts. So now what happened in the recent days was that somebody found out, I think he found this out by chance, you know, so, or he got a hint, I don't know. So, but he found out that the guy who was holding the treasury of Wonderland is a well-known scammer. So but I want to make clear here, the owner of Wonderland, Daniel, he wasn't aware of that until a couple weeks ago. So, and he did not know in the first place what he should do with him, you know, so because he was in control of the treasury, but it was always secured by a multi-signature wallet. So that means only if multiple people agree, you can move funds out of the treasury. So this guy never had the sole control over the funds there. So then the shitstorm started on Twitter that how could Daniel work with a scammer like this? And even he was aware that, after, like a couple of weeks ago, that this guy was actually a convicted and well-known scammer. And Daniele did something that I also did in the past, and that is giving people a second chance, even though they have a bad, let's say, history, you know. So I must say I always got also then disappointed, you know. So there was not one case where I got not disappointed. I always got disappointed. I think Daniel also learned his lesson here now, so which is absolutely fine. So but the only difference that I would have done is I would have immediately removed him from the treasury. So I would have given him maybe an assistant role or something, but I would have removed him publicly from the team, and I would have immediately issued a statement that I know, so that somebody within the team is or was a bad actor, so and has to be removed. I think that would have prevented a lot what we are seeing right now. So what is now happening with the money that you have in Wonderland? So obviously we are all in a big loss. So but there are now proposals, as Wonderland is a DAO, so the community can vote what's going to happen. So first of all, they voted that the bad actor, which was going by the name Sifu, should be removed as the treasurer from Wonderland. So he got removed. So and now the next proposal was that they maybe should dissolve the project and return the treasury money to everybody that is involved. So here the only problem is they want to refund people from the treasury with a valuation of one rep memo of $40,000. So my problem personally is I have bought my time when one rep memo was over $160,000 worth. So I would still lose a lot of money even if I get now partially money back. For now, when we are looking here on the proposal, most of the community has voted that they want that Wonderland gets dissolved and and that we get compensated from the treasury. So and that they might start then a new project, something similar to Wonderland. So it looks like that this will be actually happening. I think this is still 7 days to go. So it takes like a week to complete this if I go to the end. Normally here's somewhere written, okay, maybe it will be even done in the next coming days. So for now, I don't know this, you know, so the proposal is from yesterday. So, and you can also go to wonderlandforum.xyz. I will leave a link in the description of the video where you can then find this proposal. So, so it looks like that Wonderland will disappear after everybody gets refunded with the price of $40,000 for one rep memo, which is obviously way less than what we have paid for in the first instance. So, but there might be some bright light at the end of the tunnel. And let me show you this. There's another proposal. So, and for the remaining holders, the chance to get their original investment back. So now let me show you this. So here, Aryo is saying, like the title says, give the remaining holders the chance to have the original investment back. This is the only right thing to do at this point. After all that has happened, the Treasury has enough value to do it, and not a miserable $40,000 for per rep memo. Give the holders the original investment back. So, and there, the majority is obviously agreeing to it, that Daniele should pay back everybody what they initially invested into Wonderland. So there is not a comment yet from Daniele if he will actually do it. But in the past, he had other projects where the projects got hacked, and he paid the people, the victims that were hit by this hack, their investment back. So there is the possibility that Daniele will come forward and say, okay, you know what? There is like, I was mishandling the case with Sifu. I should have acted differently. And because of that, the project is going down the hill. So it doesn't make sense to keep it running. But I don't want any damage to my reputation because of this, even though there is already some damage done. But at least I want that everybody in Wonderland still keeps confidence into what I'm doing. So I will refund everybody their initial investment back. So I will keep a close eye on this if this is actually happening. In the worst case, I get at least 25% of the value of my initial investment back, which is still not really good. So, but it's way more than what I would get back if I sell now by myself. So there's obviously also still a chance that Daniele comes forward and says, you know what, guys, even though the community voted to dissolve the project, we are not dissolving it, we are rebranding it, we keep continuing, we move everything to Abracadabra, so your rep memo will turn into spell and we continue over there. That is also a possibility, but normally he does what the community wants, and the community definitely wants right now to dissolve Wonderland and get at least a little bit of the money back. So, and once the project is dissolved, then the proposal, the second proposal that I was talking about, will then be discussed if the remaining holders will get a chance to get their initial investment back. So obviously we all hope that this will be the case. I'm sorry that that some of you guys invested into this project, you know. So, but like I said, I invested a lot of my own money into this. So. Not a lot of my own money, but let's say it is a huge amount that I invested into this project, even though it's just a fraction of my portfolio that I can afford to lose. But it's obviously not so nice for you guys. I did do my due diligence, but there was nothing to find on Sifu when I looked into this. But when I looked into Daniele, there everything checked out. So, and that's why I recommended it. And yeah, obviously also because there was no signs that there would be ever a rug pull or something like this, because it's a DAO, and to do a rug pull on the DAO is really complicated. Yeah, guys, so I will keep you updated what's happening here on my Twitter account. So not with another YouTube video, guys. So please don't keep me asking if I can do a YouTube video or something like this about time. That topic for me is now closed when it comes to YouTube. There will be no future video about what's happening with Wonderland. If you want to keep following up what's happening on Wonderland, go and follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is AMCryptoAlex. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode regardless. Please subscribe to the channel, also activate the notification bell, and leave a like if you enjoy this kind of content. And you know the drill. I will see you tomorrow.